All right, welcome everyone. Depending on where you are in the world, I would like to start off by saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope you are all well and safe during this time, and I would like to thank you for spending some of your day with us. I'd like to formally welcome you to TriK's Trending Now, Moving Towards a Brighter Tomorrow. Before we dive in, I would like to take care of some quick housekeeping. If you have any questions, please submit them in the Q&A box. We currently have our cameras on for our introductions, but in order for the webinar to flow smoothly, we will be turning our cameras off. As a reminder, we will be sending out the recording of the video and a PDF of the presentation early next week, so be on the lookout. For the next 30 minutes, please sit back and relax while we navigate you through the themes and trends that will dominate the beauty and personal care market in 2021. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Allie Connors, and I am part of the marketing team here at TriK. I'd also like to introduce Jackie Egan, who will also be presenting. She is the marketing lead here at TriK.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be back with you again.
All right, thanks, Jackie. Since the end of 2020, we have been keeping up with the latest trends and following the latest and greatest in the personal care space. Even during these trying and uncertain times, we are looking forward to navigating through the consumer behavior and marketing trends that will be on the horizon as we turn towards a brighter future. In April 2020, at the start of the coronavirus pandemic, we wanted to update our logo to reflect the support and care we have for our team, our customers, and our communities. We would like to take a moment to honor those who have suffered during this last year and for those who have lost their lives. We would also like to take this moment to thank the healthcare workers on the front lines who have been and are working diligently to keep us safe and healthy. We strive to keep our customers, employees, and communities safe and healthy as well. And now, as vaccination efforts roll out, we want you to know that TriK continues to care for you. We have the capabilities, technologies, and expertise to assist you in building your businesses back up for success, and would like to help you as we start to turn our heads towards a post-pandemic world. We anticipate the transition to come. As we dive into this webinar, I would like to share with you a quote to set the mood for today. In the presence of beauty, we feel more alive at a time where we are questioning so much. It just feels like a really important sentiment. While we are going through this webinar, I would like for you to keep this quote at the forefront of your mind with your consumers at the top of mind. For the goals of this learning experience, we hope that you can walk away with a better understanding of what is to come this year in the personal care market trends and the impact on consumer habits as we begin to recover from COVID-19 and a glimpse at how TriK can help you in your business. Before we start talking about 2021, we first need to take a look back and review the expectations and realities that we had and saw for 2020. Let's quickly review market expectations and the effect of the first wave. Consumers increasingly felt the impact of COVID-19, with about 34% noting in early April that either their income or ability to work has been negatively impacted by COVID-19. As a result, 53% of consumers were very careful about how they spent their money. However, for millennials and higher income consumers, online spending in the following categories quickly began to bounce back: beauty and personal care, food takeout and delivery, and non-food child products. You can look at the impact of different sectors within the beauty and personal care market, which we have listed on the chat picture. Toward the later part of the year, there were some major themes that stood out to us that we'd like to review in terms of general consumer preference. First, customers are buying less and looking to keep their same pared down lifestyles, pivoting from accumulating non-essential aspirational items to instead investing in products that make them look and feel good about themselves. Only 6.9% of global consumers said that they are looking for ways to simplify their lives, meaning they have already pared down their lives by quite a lot in the past year. We as a collective are emerging from isolation and lockdowns and are turning our backs on excess consumerism, prioritizing quality, versus quantity and buying less. Disruptions in the supply chain have highlighted the importance in localized supply chains and encouraged people to buy local with a focus on the sustainable. 76% of businesses said that COVID-19 will cause increased anxiety for their employees. This has been an extremely stressful year that has affected everyone in some way. Health awareness has risen to an entirely new level as fear of infection makes consumers focus on hygiene, immunity, and health risks to themselves and others. Consumers look to take care of themselves and their health more proactively by focusing on self-care. The speedy disruption of COVID-19 highlighted the importance of flexibility and innovation for companies to adapt to changing customer habits. 54% of businesses said consumers will permanently change their shopping and spending behavior as a result of COVID-19. And these consumers have shifted toward socially responsible and ethical brands. Consumers will expect the brands they support to put people and their well-being ahead of profits. Now that we have a better idea of how market metrics have been impacted, I'd like to pass over the rest of this webinar to Jackie, who will walk us through the important themes and trends to watch out for as we approach a better 2021.
Great. Thank you so much, Allie. That was a great recap of 2020, but I'm very glad that we are looking toward a bright future in 2021. So now we're going to jump into the key themes that we will see on a continual basis in 2021. So first, we're going to start out with digital connections, inclusivity, and then we're going to end the theme section with mindful consumption. Now, digitalization is not new to us, right? It was a theme in 2020, but this year, building digital connections will reign supreme. 64.3% of beauty and personal care companies plan to reshape and implement better digital strategies this year. During lockdown, brands looked beyond traditional digital engagements to interact with their customers with new solutions that ranged from virtual consultations to constant beauty content and live streaming. In the world of beauty, product reviews have become so much more important since retailers have done away with testers in their stores, and trying a product before buying it is nearly impossible due to hygiene concerns. 68.5% of brands using social media are using it to communicate sustainability highlights within their company. Brands should now reflect on how to continue utilizing new digital platforms in a time of heightened social and environmental awareness. Post-lockdown, brands will continue using digital platforms, not just for consumer interaction, but also for the greater good, such as supporting smaller businesses in wider global and social issues, and to communicate their sustainability initiatives. With the theme of digital connection, I would like to share with you two very different videos that nicely illustrate how influencers and brands are connecting with their followers. The first is from an influencer named Nabella, who is known for her Pockets of Peace series on TikTok. In this short clip, she sweetly reminds us all to love ourselves. The next video is from Truly Beauty and is a silly clip about the funny things we are doing while we're stuck in the house, like let our pet pick our beauty routine for the day.
I learned throughout this pandemic that self-love is way deeper than feeling confident in your own skin. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Self-love is the kindness and grace you give yourself when no one is looking. Self-love is thinking of yourself with the same compassion and understanding you have for others. Self-love is taking time for yourself. It's looking at yourself with kinder eyes. Self-love is self-care. It's pouring from a full cup and knowing that you deserve the first sip.
My bunny picks my skincare products. Vegan collagen serum. You go, Glen Coco. I see you eyeing that mask. Looks like she's a vegan collagen kind of gal. And I don't blame her. Look at that plump. Focus, Coco. What's it gonna be? Vegan collagen body cream. She wants to keep her mama looking young. You glow, girl.
So as you can see, these are two very different but effective approaches to building digital connections, letting customers and followers into their daily lives, whether to invoke a sense of self-love and gratitude, or just to put a smile on someone's face. The next theme we're going to talk about is inclusivity. So consumers are asking for inclusion in the beauty industry, and brands are delivering by including all types of people in their advertising and as brand ambassadors. 8 out of 10 people globally expect companies to be consistently committed to inclusivity and diversity in their advertising. 2/3 of US Gen Z members are more likely to buy from brands that have diverse representatives. Almost all, at 95%, 13 to 37-year-old females think that cosmetic brands should create products for a wider range of skin tones. Lastly, traditionally, the most female-focused beauty category of makeup is undergoing a revolution with exciting new brands that celebrate non-gender specific self-expression. So next, we're going to talk about mindful consumption, and this focuses on what is really important to consumers. So transparency over ingredients has always formed the backbone of the organic beauty movement, but consumers are demanding more clarity around sourcing, packaging, and the impact on the planet from their products. 54% of respondents surveyed globally feel that they can make a difference in the world through their purchase choices. Around 64% of UK consumers are seeking products with recyclable packaging, while sustainable was the key word associated with organic for over 52% who were surveyed. Consumers are assessing the things that they value most, prioritizing their mental and physical health, so they are looking for products to make them feel good. While we are entering the second year of the pandemic, US consumers are no longer as concerned with stocking up on needed supplies like toilet paper and paper towels. We know that those products will be there when we need them. Fewer than 4 in 10 adults say they are still stocking up on groceries and other supplies, which is down from 5 in 10 adults in April of 2020. However, some habits like online shopping are here to stay. In January of 2021, 64% of adults say they feel comfortable shopping in store, but even so, about half agree that the pandemic has prompted more online shopping. There is now a desire to limit time spent in public places, and online shopping has become a regular habit with the convenience and fast delivery times. Lastly, less is more as it pertains to what exactly is in their products. Consumers are looking for short, to-the-point ingredient lists without compromising on efficacy and sensorial experiences. So now, without further ado, we're going to talk about the trends that will dominate in 2021. So we're going to talk about wellness, indulgence, and sustainability. The first section we're going to focus on is the wellness sector. The global wellness economy as a whole is worth $4.5 trillion, encompassing beauty and personal care, fitness, nutrition, preventative and personalized medicine, spas and personal pampering, and wellness tourism and real estate. It's important to note that beauty and personal care holds the biggest piece of the wellness economy pie. 40% of UK adults agree that the impact of modern life makes it harder to have healthy skin, furthering the need for products to make them look and feel better about themselves. Sleep problems threaten the health and quality of life of almost 45% of the world's population. Furthermore, in Japan, 39% of consumers said that difficulty sleeping is the main physical effect of stress in the last 12 months. 36% of South Koreans are interested in beauty and personal care products that improve the quality of sleep. When we think about wellness, we think about seeking an inner peace or seeking serenity in our daily lives. There are very few things in life that are better than waking up feeling positive, energized, and ready to take on the day. A majority in every generation except millennials said that they need help getting more sleep. while 68% of those aged 18 to 38 are now more willing to try sleep medications than they were just a few years ago. Increased stress affects how our skin functions, and if it can't repair or overturn new cells effectively, it can lead to damage and accelerated aging in the form of wrinkles, lines, and pigmentation. Post-pandemic, beauty brands able to position themselves as helping consumers achieve greater mental well-being have a better chance to remain relevant and appeal to consumers. People are starting to resume the activities that they find critical to maintaining their overall happiness. Mental health has been a top priority, with 60% of Brazilian consumers saying that since the outbreak, their mental well-being has become a high priority. So wellness is all about taking care of yourself and leading to an overall better quality of life. Here are some products on the market that are targeted to health and wellness. The first is from Truly Beauty. It's the Mary Jane CBD Bubble Bath that offers relaxing benefits, and is formulated with 300 milligrams of CBD to help you wind down. British brand Neom Organics melatonin boosting magnesium body butters come in 5 varieties, including Bedtime Hero, scented with chamomile, ylang ylang, and cedarwood. Lastly, US brand Living Proof recently launched its Restore Dry Scalp treatment. It rebalances the scalp and offers relief from flaking, itching, and irritation. So the next trend that we're going to talk about is indulgence. So indulgence is talking all about finding those pockets of peace and really looking towards how you can take care of your mind during the day. About 64% of people work in an always-on culture, which causes stress and adversely affects both physical and mental well-being. With a lot of us still working at home, we have a sense of being always on since we live and work in the same space. Google searches for anxiety-based products have increased over the past year and are forecasted to grow by 24% over the next 12 months in the US. 62% of businesses mandated employees to work from home during the COVID-19 breakout in 2020, with most of us still working from home today. So what these stats are telling us is that people are really looking for moments to themselves to take care of their mind and their body. More than half of the population at 59% is experiencing COVID-19 fatigue, prompting them to indulge in a little excess as a reward for abiding by the guidelines set in place by the CDC and remaining safe whenever possible. For US consumers, 3 out of 4 have considered wearing a mask out in public as normal. Because of this and other safety factors, 62% of adults, myself included, are spending more on indulgences to help get them through this transitional period to a brighter tomorrow. So now that we're almost a year into working from home, what does this mean for consumers? It's blurring the lines between life at home and life at leisure. 42% of Americans report increased stress levels while working from home. Kids are home more often and are participating in virtual learning, and being in a different routine for all members of the home are at risk for increased stress. Home, whether we like it or not, has been the center of well-being in 2020 as we adjust to this new lifestyle. And in the years ahead, consumers will expect products to seamlessly integrate into their homes, offering safety, comfort, and security. Despite the easing of lockdown, the new habits related to self-care and prevention are expected to stay, creating opportunities related to wellness. It's important to note that according to Mintel, nearly half of adults believe that the summer of 2021 will usher in a return to normal life, and many will start planning their much-needed adventures towards the end of spring. Products positioned around mental well-being and those that evoke a sense of indulgence and comfort are set to do well in the future. 34% of British consumers do not plan on traveling in 2021, So they will be looking for other solutions for relaxing and recharging. Also, nearly 9 in 10 agree that mental health resources are more important now than ever before, leading brands in all categories to consider their role in helping consumers get through the next few months with much needed sense of peace. Taking care of your mindset starts with a positive outlook and hope within your heart. Here are some products on the market that are targeted to providing and pampering for an overall sense of luxury. US-based Herbivore Botanicals has the Pink Cloud Jelly Cleanser and is positioned as an effective non-stripping formula to wash away the day. Truly Beauty has the Cocoa Cloud Shave Butter with coconut, vanilla, and argan oil for soft, clean shave. Little Danube is a UK-based natural soap company that cherishes beauty through the senses. The soaps are designed to turn the simple act of washing into a self-care ritual and taps into several senses at the same time. So the last trend that we're going to talk about is sustainability. So sustainability has always been a high priority, right? But the virus has shed an even brighter light on doing good for the environment. 65% of global consumers said that they will be more mindful about the impact of their consumption, pointing to the importance of sustainability for beauty brands. 81% of global consumers said that being able to trust the brand to do what is right is now a major consideration for brand purchase. 75% of US Gen Z and millennial consumers believe that natural skincare products are more effective. The new normal in sustainability is defined by purpose over profit, making sure that the priorities of taking care of our people and our planet are at the top of the list. 68% of businesses plan to keep pre-COVID-19 environmental sustainability commitments, so brands are not losing sight of a brighter tomorrow and making the world a better and safer place. Lockdowns and restrictions imposed during the pandemic have led to a dramatic drop in nitrogen dioxide and carbon dioxide emissions. And as it brought about brighter, bluer skies and cleaner air, COVID-19 has heightened people's appreciation of the link between climate and sustainability. The pandemic has put sustainability at the top of consumers' minds and shifted the focus to social issues and transparency. There are so many ways to remain sustainable, and here are just a few products and brands that are doing just that. German brand Stop the Water While Using Me has a new waterless line. It features 100% natural face and body wash bar, a shampoo bar, and a conditioner bar. And the name of the company reminds us to turn the tap off whenever possible. British beauty startup Upcircle is upcycling using post-consumer waste in its body, bath, and face products. The brand has rescued 125 tons of coffee from cafes and coffee shops across London, transforming it into coffee-based skincare. Lastly, Seed Phytonutrients has shower-friendly paper bottles that are made of 100% post-consumer recycled paper and post-consumer recycled plastic liners, resulting in 60% less plastic than a traditional bottle. Before we do a recap of the trends that we talked about today, I would like to leave you with this quote. What we are learning here is that beauty is about not just your skin. It goes deeper than that and taps into mood, rituals, and how beauty has an effect on your mental state. This really hits the nail on the head as we are all beauty branders and can tap into the customer insights and market trends to take care of our consumers while making sure they are looking towards the future with hope, enlightenment, and an overall sense of peace. So just as some key takeaways, we talked about making connections. That's through digital platforms, really building those long-lasting relationships. We talked about inclusivity and diversity, including every race, age group, and type of person in advertising and as brand ambassadors. We also talked about mindful consumerism, evoking a sense of what do I really need to live a full, happy life. When we look at the routines of consumers, we look at digital communication through numerous channels to build connections. Consumers are finding that less is more when it comes to what's in their products. So it's important that we really look at quality ingredients that are going to do the best. Wellness is top of mind and included in all aspects of life. Doing good is important for the environment and for the world. When we recap the trends that we talked about, we looked at overall wellness and skin health. We focused on pockets of peace while working from home and how we're able to give consumers a sense of peace within their day. We also looked at some products that are on the market that will help recharge and relax. And lastly, we talked about sustainability stories and really doing good. TriK has a wide, robust range of technology offerings for all of your product needs. From protein actives for hair, skin, and body to mild surfactants for rich foam, TriK has you covered. Our products can add a rich sensorial aspect to your finished goods while offering an extensive list of the industry's most sought after claims. We are here to guide you to the best solution with your consumers in mind. Also, within our lab, we have the capabilities and expertise to bring your formulations to life. From hair to skin to body, the knowledgeable, innovative team at TriK can guide you to the right formulation with the best ingredients. If you have any formulation questions, we are here to help you. Now, TriK is going to continue to bring you webinars on a regular basis. So in subsequent webinars for the next couple of months, we're going to take a deep dive into the market trends, the TriK product solutions, and the formulations that we have that go along with each of the themes that I talked about today. So here are the next 3 webinars coming to you based on the trends. So the first webinar that we're going to talk about in March is wellness. We'll focus on beauty in the new normal, the need for sleep, and multi-beauty. In spring, we're going to focus on indulgence. So we're really going to focus on super sensorial experiences, products for pampering, and then also, again, we're going to focus really on those pockets of peace throughout your day. And then in late spring, right before the summer comes, we're going to focus on sustainability. So we're going to talk about blue beauty, clean beauty, and anti-pollution. So please be on the lookout for invites to these webinars. We would love for you to join us. So lastly, I would just like to thank you for spending some of your day with us today. I hope you enjoyed this learning experience and found some innovative and inspirational different trends during this challenging time. I look forward to you joining us in the future. We're just launching a poll now. Please rate us and let us know how we did today. We really, really appreciate all of your feedback. Again, if you have any questions or would like any more information on anything that we went over today, please email us at marketing@trik.com. Also, we recently launched an Instagram page, so we would love for you to follow us and keep up with us with what's going on with new product launches and what's going on in the lab. And we are also on LinkedIn. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Again, you will be getting a copy of the presentation, and we will also be sending out a recording so that you'll be able to look back on the information that we presented today. Thanks, everyone.